Hello everyone, welcome to a very noisy Riverbend yard. Lots of things going on, a whole lot of power sitting over in the power track. Got an old Elko sitting over here loaned from the GBW. A couple trains waiting to go out, and I've got to run some box cars out to the distribution center because they just called us and they want 4 rail box cars delivered to them, which are in this consist right here. There they are, 4 in a row, but I do need to disconnect these cars from it and haul those out to the DC. So that's what you got me in the middle of an assignment doing, so let's get on with it, shall we? And yes, we'll be running long hood forward heading out that way because almost all of the power in here is actually facing to the west and we got to go east. So I suppose I could grab this Elko over here, but I think we're going to stick with this little CSX Jeep 38. Should do just fine, I think. This is a very, very noisy place. Loud noises! Loud noises! There we go. A little bit better. Oh, that Elko's just clunking away over here too, isn't it? Nature of the beast. Okay, we need to go straight with that one. We need to go down this track, pick up these cars. There we go. Let's bring them to a stop. And once again, we have a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit in the yard, so we'll try not to exceed that. And remember, for this operation, forward is reverse and reverse is forward because of the direction that the locomotive is facing. So here we go. See if we can avoid doing any hard couples this time. Ben, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, you do. So, anyway, we'll go a little bit faster than 3, I think. There we go. Not much faster than that because we're going to be coupling up right away on these tankers. And you want to be a little bit more careful when you're hooking onto tankers. It is so noisy down here, my goodness. All right, get a little bit better than this. There we go. 1 car length to go. Half a car length to go. I don't think I'm going to give it any more throttle. In fact, I'm going to start hitting the brakes right about now. There we go. Nice coupling, actually. Wasn't too bad. All right, we're going to pull these out. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this whole consist forward just a little bit and get those rail box cars right up to about where this first tanker is, and then I will decouple from them. That way I don't have to run all the way back down that siding to get the, or down the track, I mean, to get the rail box cars. And there is a car tag down at the end of those. I think I'm just going to leave that sitting on this track, so we will not be taking that one along with us because the track out at the distribution center is a dead-end track. That is out actually in the new East Side Industrial development, so we get a chance to take a look at that development that's been kind of a work in progress for on and off for about the last year, I believe. I'm not sure exactly when I started working on that, but it is definitely looking quite industrial out that way. Have ways to go, of course, but it's looking good. Okay, so kind of inching them on ahead a little bit at a time. There's our first rail box here. We will be decoupling right at the back of that Green Bay Western car. That should just about do it. Just let them kind of coast down a little bit. We're going to use our independent brake on this one. I don't think we need to use the whole train brake for this. That will do. All right. Decouple that. Take them ahead. Get over to this side. There's no quieter over here. We have all the AMDs idling over here, so yeah. Not going to get a lot of peace and quiet at the Riverbend yard today. It's a very noisy day down here. Okay, Once this yellow boxcar clears the turnout, we'll be able to flip that switch and back the cars down siding number 3. Track number 3, I'm sorry, it's not siding number 3, this is track. Track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, 5, 6, 7. Forgive the presence of my arrow in the screen. I've tried to find ways to make that not appear on there, and unfortunately when I'm doing work on the screen it wants to put the cursor on there, so it is what it is. Alright, that will do. We are switched over. Let's put it back into forward, which is reverse. Start backing up. You know, we probably could have grabbed that Sioux-Line Jeep 38 over here too. That's facing the correct direction, but no, we did not. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, never mind. I was thinking it might not be too late to do that, but yeah. We're already committed. The dispatcher has numbers on this already, so we're going to stick with this CSX. It's a good engine. For a Jeep 38, it's actually quite powerful. I think they might have underrated this one just a little bit. I think it's got closer to 2,500 horsepower than 2,000. So, I kind of like this little thing, even though it's really noisy down here. Loud noises. Yes. At least we're not worried about the volume. And doing that again? Okay. Yeah, I know. Laugh at my own jokes. I'm just kind of like that. Okay, we're just about getting in there. We've got 4 cars. We're gonna decouple and in fact, I'll do this right now. Do a little bit of fly switching action, because why not? There we go. Full independent brake. We are decoupled. They'll just go down to where they need to be and stop, or at least as far as, hopefully they don't roll all the way to the other end of the yard. Doesn't look like they will. Come on, locomotive, let's go. We got work to do. Cars to drop off, things to do, people to see, places to go. All right, that will do. I think that's the track I wanted to be on. There we go. Now let's go. Now let's pull in. Be happy to get out of this noisy switching yard over here. My goodness, it's loud down here. We do have a westbound train waiting to head out to Lakewood. And, oh boy, we're going a little bit quick here, a little bit too quick. There we go. Now we're under control. And I believe the dispatcher is going to have me assigned to that train later on, but once we get done with the switching out at the distribution center, then we'll figure that one out. Whoops! I hate when I do that. I'm so afraid of doing a hard couple that I stop before I get there. That'll do. I believe we got it. Yes, we did. All right, we're going to leave that car sit right on this track, and we are heading out to the distribution center. Dispatcher has cleared us for the main line, and it's only about a half a mile down the tracks as the crow flies. Keep it at 10-mile-an-hour speed limit. Keep it at 10 or under. Dispatcher gives you demerit points if you're speeding in the yard, and believe me, some of the hard couples I've had in here, yeah, there's a couple demerit points on there. So, yeah, we're gonna abide by the rules here, just how it needs to be. All right, this turnout's lined up correctly. Nice and quiet. That one's correctly lined up, And since we do have permission for the main line, that one is correct. And this one here is the one we're going to be going on. We need to set that one for that. Now we're all set to go. Next stop, distribution center. That's what it looks like inside the cab. We'll see where we're going that way. But I prefer to do it model railroad style, which is like this. All right. Wow, it's noisy in that yard today. Man, oh man. Once we get clear to the yard lead, then we can start throttling it up just a little bit. But 40 miles an hour is the mainline speed through here, but I don't want to hit 40 because we'll never make that turnout into the siding if we're going that fast. And we don't have any mainline freights or passenger trains coming through for at least a couple hours. So we should be good to go here. We do have control of the main line between here and Riverbend Junction over on the west side of the yard. So we are in control of the main line. Yeah, they're not going to give me demerit points for going 12 miles an hour coming out of the yard, so. But like I said, I don't want to get it going too quickly down here down the main line because our turnout's right up here. 15, maybe 20 miles an hour, and that should be good enough. I'm still so amazed by this route, this live stream route. When I first started this thing back to 2016, it wasn't going to be more than just a couple of baseboards. That was it. And it grew into an empire. I mean, the biggest Trainz project I've ever worked on, biggest Trainz route I've ever built is right here on Riverbend, or on the live stream route. And most of you guys stuck around and watched me build this thing on live streams back when I was doing live streams on a regular basis. And I know before some of you guys will ask, I do want to get back to live streaming sometime, but it's not going to be on a regular basis every week like it used to be. Just don't have the time for that. Oh, great crossing. Forgot I wasn't going that fast. I blew the horn just a little bit prematurely on that one. Man, that is so neat. Sorry, guys. I'm just, I don't know. I get really kind of stoked about my route because I love it. I love this route. The oldest Trainz route I have, I believe. If not the oldest, at least one of the oldest. Funny thing was, this route started out as a demonstration of how much Trainz A New Era, which was where this route started, was in Trainz A New Era, to show that Trainz A New Era wasn't a good upgrade from Trainz 12. Boy, was I wrong about that, because man, this thing is really went through the Trainz A New Era, TRS 2019, and now we're on TRS 22 with it, and it just keeps getting better and better. It's been a pain. There's been times when things have gone wrong on it, really wrong. Texturing has been a pain in the backside because the PBR textures are not compatible with the non-PBR textures. That's all the headaches and stuff with the route, and as a route builder, that's just a headache that I deal with. But at the end of the day, when you get results like this, you just can't argue with it. All right. And yes, I am keeping that bell ringing on purpose because I want the people in the DC to know that we're coming in with a train and we don't want to run anybody over. All in the name of safety. I can go to one of this. Where's the turnout? Where is my turnout rate? Oh, there. I'm almost cleared. Okay. We'll just idle our way along here at a leisurely pace of 9 miles an hour. Start throwing just a little bit of braking on. And I'm just going to use the independent brake on this. No need using the whole train brake on it. There we go. Into forward, which is backwards. I know, confusing. That's why I'm the engineer and the conductor and the brakeman all in one. And the switchman too. Alright, let's back these. We're going to back them into the tunnel. There's no cars in the tunnel. So this is why they were probably begging us to get these cars out to them, because they need them loaded up. Sometimes they get full box cars in and unload them, and then they reload them up. And sometimes they get empties in, like today, when these were all 4 of these cars are empties, and they're going to load these up. And by tomorrow, we'll probably be right back out here picking these up, putting them on another train heading east or heading west. Get out of the tunnel, train coming in. Get out of the way. I know. Just because I can. Alright, we'll start applying a little bit more breakage now. And into the tunnel we go. Oops. Camera control. You guys know me. I've never had good camera control. Alright. 1.5 cars. 1 car to go. About a half a car to go to 2530 CSX. And that will do. Let's see how we did. Stop him out there for a moment, do some paperwork exchange while I walk around the other side to make sure everything is all locked and loaded on this end. Yeah, we're sticking out a little bit, but the doors are all lined up with the loading dock, so I do believe we're going to be okay. Look around on the dock. Yep, we will be just fine. Alright, so I will spare you guys the agony of watching me run this locomotive light all the way back to River Bend. So I'm going to call it a good video on this, or a done video, finished video. What words? Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for riding along with the NJP Express here on this CSX locomotive, doing just a little bit of local work, getting some boxcars out to the distribution center. Stick around for more if you dare. Let me know if you like these Trainz videos. If you do, I'll make some more. If not, then, I don't know, we'll try something else. So, anyway, NJP saying so long for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again later. And, of course, until we talk again, as always, whatever it is in life you do, keep on doing what it is you do, especially if you're working on Trainz routes.